After the break, it's time to share another moment with Five Roses. South Africa's favourite tea is expertly blended to ensure that it remains of the highest quality consistently. It's this commitment to excellence that Five Roses puts into making the perfect cup of tea, which delivers its uniquely superior and distinctive taste. Five Roses salutes South African women who too are committed to excellence. So today we'll be chatting with Kate Senekal, founder of the Sparrow Society, a non-profit organisation working towards a more equal society thanks to skills development and job creation. She's joining us for a cup of Five Roses Select African Blend, created using only the finest leaves from Kenya and Malawi. This tea is stronger and rich, perfectly balanced to deliver an exceptional flavour. So don't go away, we'll be right back after the break with Kate Senekal and Five Roses right here in the loft. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, we hear the promise of economic empowerment frequently, but what can we really do to balance the scales and create a more equal nation? Founder of the Sparrow Society, Kate Senekal, is on a mission to do just that through skills development and job creation. Now she leads a group of empowered creatives who are making beautiful products for a great cause. Welcome to the loft, Kate.
Thank you.
Firstly, the Sparrow Society. What a great name. How did it come about?
Well, in business, they teach you to kind of find a gap in the market and create a product or create a service to fill that gap. So I've just tweaked it slightly to where you find the gap in society, look at whatever issues are around you. If nothing's being done about it or if little is being done about it, then use your skills, your network to help fill that gap, to bridge that gap in society. So with Sparrow Society, I was a photographer and graphic designer, and I was studying part-time as well. And as part of my studies, I had to do a research project on poverty in South Africa. Yeah. And as part of that, I visited skills development organizations. Most of them were doing sewing. That's kind of what many ladies wanted to do in the community, so that's what they were teaching. But what they found were that they would go through this training process, learn this new skill, but because the textile mills and manufacturing in South Africa has pretty much disappeared, they still weren't able to find work. So they had this new skill, but no jobs afterwards. So they would go back to cleaning houses or being unemployed. And so that really challenged me in thinking about how I could use my background in design and the network that I had already created to create a product that they could sew to kind of bridge the gap between their skill and the market. So we started there. We started just partnering with these skills development organizations, getting them to make products that have bold designs but are simple and easy to make. Yeah. And then I would just bridge them into markets and stores across South Africa that would sell them.
It's genius. So these are the products that you've made?
Yes.
What other kind of product lines do you do?
We've expanded now, so we do lots of bags, zip bags. We do jewelry as well, wooden jewelry. We do candles. We partner with two other great skills development organizations as well, one that does ceramics and also one that does glass cutting. So we actually recycle beer bottles and wine bottles and make them into candles and these very interesting candlesticks as well.
So where do you find these people? How do they become part of the Sparrow Society? And are you upping their skill set as well?
Yes, so we find them through the partnerships that we've made with these skills development organizations. So we still partner that way, but we also have a mentorship program at our little place in Muizenberg. So these are really people who have gone through those skills development organizations but show an additional skill, an additional promise. They really have what it takes to take their skill further, even start their own business, start their own fashion line. So those, right now it's all young women. They come and work with me in Muizenberg and they learn every part of the business. So they learn business skills, sales skills, how to price their product, all kinds of stuff. So we kind of work in several different ways, but that's really exciting, getting to work side by side with them on designs and sewing and new products and things like that.
Why do you think economic empowerment is such a must for all South Africans?
Well, South Africa is consistently one of the most unequal countries in the world, and you really have it. It's literally across the road. So you have fabulous wealth and just extreme poverty right next to each other. I really believe that that's the root of so many other issues in South Africa. And it's easy for us to complain about the crime or complain about the destruction of families and kids running around. But really, I mean, it's up to us to do something about it. It's easy for us to blame the government, but we as the people of South Africa, as human beings, have a responsibility to other human beings to make sure that we all have equal access to that opportunity.
Exactly. Now, you support fair trade. What exactly does that mean, and why is it so important in this kind of instance?
So fair trade is becoming more and more popular. Consumers are wanting more and more fair trade things because we're aware of what's happening overseas. We're aware of the sweatshops where so many of our products are made. And what fair trade is you're not only offering a fair wage to the people who sew the products. So we do 3 times what an entry-level seamstress would normally get paid. And with the products as well, all of our bags are made from 100% cotton canvas made in South Africa. And what that allows us to do is to make sure that every part of the bag, even the materials that it's made from, are made ethically. And this company as well also has an economic empowerment kind of aspect in making the fabrics, which just makes it that much more appealing.
So as you said, it's all done ethically. What would an ethical business model look like?
So you would have to draw a line between what's ethical and what's legal. So I know a lot of new businesses try to, they just want to tick all the legal boxes, make sure they're paying minimum wage, make sure they're following the labor laws, those kinds of things. And that's great. We don't want to have slave labor. But at the same time, it's not enough. The minimum wage, unfortunately, isn't realistic. It's not livable. And for us to expect someone to work for us and not to earn a livable wage isn't right. So just because it's legal doesn't mean it's ethical. And an ethical business really takes that extra step to make sure that your people are looked after. And it doesn't have to, a lot of people think that if you kind of focus on that, if you focus on the people part, then your profits will fall, but it's not necessarily true.
How do you keep that up, though? That's quite a challenge, no?
Well, if your employees are happy, then your customers will be happy. Because our customers don't deal with me, they deal with the girls in the workshop. All of our sales go through them. So if they're unhappy in the workplace, if I'm not treating them fairly, then they're going to be grumpy. So it's going to go across to the
And that shows in the work, I suppose, as well.
Exactly. And in the quality of the work, we really push quality and consistency. And so if the creators aren't being paid properly and aren't looked after, then the quality is going to suffer. So it allows us to create a product that is high quality, it's consistent, and our girls are happy.
You are doing the most amazing work. Now, you obviously sell throughout the whole of South Africa, and you're expanding.
Yes.
Tell us about that expansion.
So it was really important to me at the beginning. I know a lot of companies do similar work, and they try to just export it. There's a really big market in the United States for these type of goods. But it was really important to me to have other South Africans as a part of this, for us to be helping each other, to be a part of our community. So you know that you're buying a bag that's not helping someone on the other side of the world, but it's actually providing a great job for someone who actually could be right across the road from you. And I think it's important that we work together and we stick together to help make things better.
Absolutely. I always admire women who go into business like yourself, and I find you very brave, especially what you've done. But if you could look back on the past 3 years that you've been in business and give yourself any kind of advice, what would that be?
Well, when I started, I knew it was going to be hard. I'd heard all the stories, I read all the blogs, all the business books, and I knew it was going to be hard, but I had no idea how hard. I mean, I had some days that I actually just wanted to curl into a ball and cry. But you can't. And if you stay focused on your purpose and your calling and whatever it is that's driving you, if you stay focused on that instead of whatever or whoever it is telling you that you can't do it, then you actually can make a difference. And you just have to put your big girl panties on, get to work, do the work, and get it done.
Well, you really are doing amazing work. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
And, of course, to all of the women who support you and work with you as well. Thank you so much. Now, supporting local and buying into an ethical brand makes shopping all the more enjoyable. Here's to all the South African entrepreneurs like Kate who are encouraging equality and empowerment in our beautiful country. Five Roses salutes you and your commitment to our community. Much like Five Roses is committed to bringing you a range of superior tasting and refreshing teas while equally maintaining their heritage of quality blends. Now, we're giving away a fabulous Five Roses gift pack containing an assortment of their delicious teas. So, to stand a chance to win, simply SMS the keyword Five Roses, your name and city to 33728. SMSs are charged at R1.50 each and T's and C's do apply. So visit our website, afternoonexpress.co.za for details. Join us again this time next week when we will be chatting to yet another exceptional South African woman. And until then, remember that nobody makes better tea than you and Five Roses.